Yo, what up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's kamikaze sound waves, and I today am going to unbox the Logitech c922. It's the latest webcam from Logitech. All I know is that it's a pretty damn good webcam. I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of specs and this, that, and a third. I'm just going to unbox it and tell you what my first impressions of it are. So I will say that I've been making a lot of videos where it's video over video, because I've been trying to use a lot of external video devices like my phone, the camcorder, my Sony PlayStation camera, PlayStation 4 camera. I even tried to use the Xbox One Kinect camera, which was a totally terrible decision. But that's neither here nor there. So today we're going to unbox this thing, and then we're going to basically plug it up the computer and see what happens. Hopefully my $100 is justified. That's about the going price for it, is $100. So for $100, I'm expecting a really damn good webcam. So let's go ahead and get to opening this thing. And of course, we're going to need something to get off of the tape. So the thing that they put on it where people don't steal it. So I'll unbox it the way that I usually do, with my trusty AK-47.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
What?
You're using a fucking gun?
How do you unbox stuff?
I don't know, not with a fucking AK-47 though.
Naturally. I'm an idiot today. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing open. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna...
Dude!
What?
Are you fucking serious?
Okay then how am I supposed to open the damn thing?
I don't know, with a fucking knife?
Okay, alright, fair enough. Let's do it the way everybody else does it, whatever. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this tape off of here. I feel like a surgeon. And this knife is way too big for this job. I feel like I'm trying to commit murder on Chinese-made equipment. Alright, so we're going to take off the tape as so. Wait, I gotta get tape on it. Come on, let's get this over with. And screw it. Let's unbox this thing. And what you have looking at you right away as soon as you open it up is the camera. So I will say that's a pretty cool unboxing right there. It's bam. That's what you're going to be looking at while you're using this, because that's the whole point of it. So let's go ahead and pull it out. It's a long cord. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Wrapped in a lot of plastic, as most things are nowadays. Oh, I love doing that. And pull off that. And this right here is wrapped around the base of the camera. So it's got a mount, which is really cool. This is what I really need. It's something I can mount on my TV if I am having to play console games. Something that I can move on top of my computer when I'm playing PC games, where I can just mount it very easily on top of the screen. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, the usual looking at you type thing that you need. And it's really cool that it has that. And I feel like I could pretty much mount this to anything in my office, which is great. Look at it. I don't know what this does, but hey, we'll figure it out. There's more plastic here, and we'll go ahead and take that off. Now, that's pretty much the camera in a nutshell, and I will say that the cord is a lot longer than I thought it would be. Hey, look at that. It's pretty long. That's pretty good. It gives it accessibility to be plugged to your PC and still position it like, you know, if you wanted it far, close, in the corner on top of your PC. That's really convenient to have a cord this long. Another huge selling point of it is the reason that I got it, that it comes supposedly with the tripod, and as you you open it up, the whole thing the camera's holding into, that's where your tripod is. Cool. So let's take a look at the tripod. This is about every standard tripod you can find like Walgreens or Best Buy. Basically it has these legs like this, and you know, this tripod, open them up and you can kind of extend the legs. Oh look, it even has like that extra layer there, that's pretty nice. Feels like really good build. It feels like it's very sturdy, very durable. And I like that. It feels like a solid piece of material. I have bought a couple of these. I bought one for my camcorder, and honestly I had to return it the very next day to Best Buy. I bought one of these for my cell phone, which is the one I'm using right now to record this video, and yeah, they work, but this one has a different type of like just quality to it. It feels sturdy, it feels reliable, it feels that it won't break very easily. So that's nice. I mean, that's a really cool thing that they just added into it, because you know, honestly, they probably could have just sold this camera $100 on its own. So what else is in the box is, so also if you do purchase this, they do give you, which I can't show the back of this, can't show you everything. It basically gives you a 3-month license to XSplit. I've never used XSplit. I do use OBS. OBS is kind of recording software for your PC, etc., etc. I'm sure everybody knows exactly what OBS is. But anyway, XSplit I guess is along the same lines, and there's a license for it. I guess if you want probably the Advanced or Premiere edition. But that's nice that they really did offer that. It does go into the 2018, but that's really nice that they offered that. And I am a man, okay? So what men do with these type of things, we throw them to the side. We can give a shit less about them. We'll figure it out on our own. So basically that's pretty much everything in the box. I will say that it was really cool to have a camera right there when you open it, just to say, hey, this is what you purchased. And looking at it, it feels like it's a really good solid piece of equipment. It's supposed to do 1080 at 30 frames per second, which to me doesn't sound great, but I guess for in the webcam world is probably phenomenal. And it does 720 at 60 frames per second, which is also probably what I'll be using it for, because I shoot a lot of things on my Elgato, which is, you know, it pretty much puts everything in 60 frames per second. Also, when I do OBS videos, it pretty much, I have it set where I do everything in 60 frames per second. So the 1080 is a great way to have it, unless I just want to shoot just me with a camera. That would probably be the best way to do it. But if I'm going to do, you know, streaming, you know, let's plays, etc., 720 is probably the best way to go, because it will keep up with, you know, everything that you recorded. And it has a little screw right here where basically I guess you can screw it into your new tripod. Oh, angry too, because I just bought one of these tripods for like, you know, $12 or something ridiculous like that. And I could have just bought this and dual welded it for both things that I wanted to use them for, which was my camcorder and my now new Logitech. So pretty much screws into it, and let's put this like that, and voila. Kind of exactly almost what I was looking for. And so I'll tell you what, we are going to take our new Logitech c922 and we're going to go ahead and move it over to my office. We're going to plug it up to the PC, and we're going to see exactly what it can and what it can do. Let's go. In 2015, I basically plugged it up and basically told me to install. Just basically set up, said, hey, install, click this button. So I clicked the button because it's pretty much what I'm trying to do. And it's pretty much just installing itself. I don't think there's really anything more intricate than that. It should be pretty much plug and play. If you're using Windows 7 and 8, don't know if I can really help you there, but I'm using Windows 10. And so far it's pretty much just doing it itself. And no, I'm not using this microphone. Everything's still coming from my cell phone. All right, guys. So look, this is the Logitech camera. This is what I'm using. I'm gonna say that on first synopsis of it, it looks, and now I am using this microphone, by the way. It looks, I mean, look at the image on this thing. It looks really good. I mean, it looks really solid. This is at 1080 with 30 frames per second, but I'm gonna say that I'm very impressed and don't think I really need to dumb it back to 60 frames per second. I mean, this looks like it's keeping up more than what I thought it would. I mean, look at this. This almost looks as good, if not better, than the back-facing camera on my Galaxy S6 Plus. And that's a pretty damn good camera, and that's what I use for most of my videos. Sometimes I basically use a lot of my see, look, it's great because I can move this thing around now, look. And in my office, up top, I use the PlayStation 4 camera, which looks damn good. The Xbox One Connect camera I'm not a fan of, but hey, they're selling them for $20 now at GameStop if you're really interested in an Xbox One Connect. If you got one without one, yeah, they're $20 now. But hey, look, I mean, this is a pretty solid picture. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on it. So far, I'm very impressed. I mean, the camera actually even kind of lights up to let you know that it's on. And honestly, so far, this is a really impressive picture. I'm digging it. I think that this was a very smart and logical decision. Logitech, hey, ba-dum-dum. No, but seriously, on the real, for the real, this is a really solid webcam. I'm very impressed and very intrigued at what more I can do with it. I just want to give a quick synopsis of unboxing it and plugging it up and see what it can do. And this is running straight to OBS. The dials that it gives you in the beginning has a lot of you know, things you can do with contrast and sharpness and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna play around with that because that's for you to decide how you want your videos to look. I just want to give you a quick look into purchasing one of these things if you think that it's a good deal or not. So far, I think that this is a really good, smart decision, especially if you're trying to do Let's Plays and streaming, because that's kind of the whole thing behind it. I am going to do one more test. I'm going to boot up a game and use my webcam and test and see what it looks like. Yo, so I booted up Firewatch, a game that I'm actually playing right now as a Let's Play on my channel, and this is it running in OBS. And let's go ahead and full screen the game. So yeah, I mean, this is the camera, this is with the game, this is with my external microphone, which is the Blue Yeti, and I mean, all looks pretty damn good to me. I mean, so far this really helps me figure out all the problems that I've had before trying to use external videos. Firewatch isn't a game that really taxes my computer as much. The whole reason I used a lot of external videos was to not tax my computer as much, but you know, if I'm playing games like this, yeah, I mean, everything thus far looks pretty exactly how I'm looking for it to be. So you know what? I do want to try one more thing. I do want to try it on my Elgato. So let's boot up a game on one of my consoles and do the same thing. Let's test it out on doing it with an Elgato HD60. What up? So I just booted up Gears of War 4. This is me using the Elgato 60. Once again, really good results. This pretty much works for exactly how I want it to work. Here is really good on two ways, because I could actually use the Xbox One Connect camera and use just the Xbox to stream, and if I wanted to record my stream or just make it into a Let's Play, I could also use only this camera and my software here to only record on the computer, and everything from the Xbox and this camera could be exported out to the world, or this I could share on YouTube, and it doesn't tax my computer that hard. So that's streaming and recording at the same time off of one, where I can stream off of one and record on one with the other. So therefore, man, I'm actually very impressed. I mean, the cord, if you haven't watched any of my videos, I have basically a closet as an office. my laptop is basically sitting kind of like right here where I'm pointing, and I have it ran about 5 feet in front of my TV. It is pointed at an upper angle. I couldn't put it on top of my TV. If I bought a USB extender, yeah, I could put it mounted on top of my TV, was where I would like it, which is probably the route that I'll go. But it's so nice and convenient to be able to place my webcam anywhere I want to, at least within 4 to 5 feet. So I don't know if you were having the same kind of problems as I was having, but I will say that with this webcam, it opens up so many doors, possibilities, and it's going to make me not have to tax my computer as hard with streaming and recording at the same time. I will say that I think the webcam quality looked amazing. It worked great on OBS. It works great on my consoles. I will say that once I plugged it up, I had a few trouble running some games. Firewatch was kind of the first game that I got to run without having to play with things. Like I had Battlefield 1, I had Titanfall 2 all adjusted in OBS, no problem. But once I plugged the camera, I kept getting that black screen that sometimes you get on OBS. I can figure it out. I'll go in and play with it, but since I did plug this camera, I did have a few issues. Probably something very easily fixable. So I want to go ahead and say that without a doubt, this is a great $100 webcam. I am very ecstatic. I'm glad that I went out and got it. And if you're trying to do something like I'm doing, and if you're having problems or in the same avenue that I'm having, yes, $100 is great. It does have a built-in microphone. If you don't have like one of these, you know, I haven't tested the quality on it. I'm sure it can't be that bad. If the image and all this stuff is that good, I'm pretty sure that this is probably a pretty solid microphone too. So without a doubt, man, Logitech c922, great $100 webcam. This has been Kamikaze Soundwaves reporting. Much obliged for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.